would have been fantastic for them, but they drew that game away at home to West Ham. So it was an interesting game. Good point for West Ham too, because they are fighting to survive relegation this season. Today is FIFA World Cup draw. It is going to happen today, so we're going to know which African country the group where they are going to play, and also by tomorrow we'll know who and where they are going to play, which group they are going to play. Remember, 2026 World Cup is an expanded World Cup, so it's going to be bigger, more fun, more goals. So you might have about more Pacific score even 10, 15 goals in a World Cup game, in a World Cup tournament. But let's see, it's going to be an interesting draw today. We'll see where African teams will be placed. Hopefully, we'll have a favorable draw. Even though my guys in the studio say that they want to banter, or they don't want Africa to. I don't understand that. We should win. We should support our own, but let's see.
Good morning for the World Cup champions.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vote Sports on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Gordon. Today we'll talk about the Premier League and talk about the game, the World Cup 2 that was going to happen today. Good morning, John.
Yes, a very good morning to you, Godwin, to all our Vote Sports fans and football maniacs. Sorry, Man United.
Good morning, also.
It's a theater of dream.
Everybody can
dream. Even the small boy in East London can dream. But again, good morning, listener. Good morning. Beautiful morning to you guys. According to you, say raucous morning to you.
Yes, a raucous morning.
Wonderful game of football last night. Hope we get a favorable draw for African teams because, like Godwin said, I don't know what John is talking about. Other
we go banter everybody. Simple.
Other African countries like Ghana, we go banter you. You sure? But South Africa, we feel no banter you small.
We go banter
Morocco, you have my full support. Algeria, Senegal, my full chest dey with you.
Go
there and try and do something better and win the World Cup. If Senegal, Morocco, Algeria, Egypt brings this World Cup home, I'll go and celebrate with them. I'll travel all the way to Morocco to celebrate with them. No, if Ghana win, no problem. We no go hear the last of it. Well, again, no, seriously, if Ghana wins it, I'm just supporting South Africa because some of our players, that's their escape route to Europe. You understand? Some of our players, not all of them though. But that's why I'm supporting South Africa. But if South Africa wins it, you will not hear the last of it. If Ghana win, problem for you. So it's better these two teams just reach the knockout stages and come back home. But why the other teams that will always want to share love and not banter you with what they did in the World Cup?
Okay, let's see what happens. But first, we're going to talk about the Manchester United game. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. You're always going to go there, drop your comments. We'll be reading your comments live here in the studio. Okay, let's start with the Manchester United game. Manchester United and West Ham played a 1-1 draw at Old Trafford. It was an interesting game, 0-0 in the first half. Second half, Dalot, of all people, trapped the ball in the 18-yard box and just passed the ball into that empty net. It was a fantastic goal for them. They were celebrating, but again, they considered from a set piece. Manchester United considered from a set piece. What's the other guy's name?
Mangasa. Olympic champion.
Yeah, Mangasa scored the equalizer, and West Ham held to make it a 1-1 at Old Trafford. I won't say it was a full, I won't say that Manchester United had played West Ham, but at some point they
were passing around.
Yeah, they had more of the ball and more of everything, but they couldn't make it count. But it was an interesting game generally for Manchester United and West Ham.
I don't think it was an interesting game for Manchester United. As soon as they conceded, it became a nightmare for them because, you know, the same thing we see as it was in the beginning, so it is, so it will it be, world without end. This is what we are seeing right now. How do you go as a Manchester United manager? You are playing, whether it's West Ham or whoever you are playing. Look at your back three, man. What's going on here? What's going on with your back three?
Did not have problem in the first 45 minutes.
Bro, leave that back three. Did not have problem because it's the same thing we are seeing.
That back three, Eddie Heaven, Mazraoui, and Shaw. Eddie never picked up a yellow card in 8 minutes. I managed to see it through till the 60th minute. And was still making tackles without getting a card. And was still getting the balls properly. And for me, I just think the only thing you say is that he's the only proper centre back in that team. Whatever every other person in that defense line was makeshift. He's the only proper centre back in the team. And sure, no be na left back. Mazraoui na right back.
Been playing that.
You know what I'm saying. I said wait, makeshift.
Okay.
Makeshift. I left back. I Asabi play centre back. Mazraoui na right back. Asabi play centre back. Nothing they with time for that game. Now in the second half, he brought in a Lenny Euro. Everybody has been singing Lenny Euro. It's just It's just common sense. A team is good on
It's
the
not
break.
common sense,
yo,
abeg, leave that thing.
Even when you say a team is good on the break, a team is good on the break, a team is good on the break. And I've said it for West Ham at the multiple occasions. We are good on the break. And they tell this man, say, if you play me Mangasa, Paqueta, what's my name? Since I don't have Sub-Zero is out now. Somerville is out now. I don't have him, so I can't play a front three in this team. If you because I can't play a front three, play me Jared Bowen and any other person up front. Not that Callum Wilson guy. Play me any other person. Though is the only one we have available now. So just play him. Callum Wilson, Jared Bowen up front. In midfield, Matis Fernandez, Paqueta, Sunchek, and Mangasa. You have it on lock. Now Sunchek is out on a red card, a suspension, so he's not going to be available in this one. Look at who came in to replace him. Potts. The same Potts where I want use mouth, Cowboy and all. But in that midfield, it was okay for me yesterday. You get fantastic defending from Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka, I suppose they owe man you like extra £5 million for you as bonus, but I don't get that. Good defending from Wan-Bissaka, good defending from the Senegalese boy, Malik Diop. Defenders yesterday was spot on. This is one thing I'm telling you, when you have a leader in defense, everybody will be okay. Mavropanos, play him out. Even if he's sleeping, play him. Don't that combination of Killman, Todibo, they work.
Okay, but generally, John, that game 1-1. Manchester United, when do you see them finishing this season? Because that's the problem. Would they finish in a European competition like Europa League and Conference League? Okay, Conference League they can. But Europa League and Champions, do you think that they can push to that level? Depending on how they spend in January. But remember, Nations Cup is coming next week. So everybody is leaving after this weekend. So for Manchester United, Ahmad and Mbuemo, and even Mazraoui,
Ahmad Mazraoui,
leaving for Manchester United. So do you think they can push through this December period?
Godwin, if you cannot do the fundamentals, you've not earned the right to dream. If you cannot do the fundamentals, that's like as a footballer, if you cannot wake up in the morning and go and gym, go and work out, go and train, you've not earned the right to say whether you want to play for Real Madrid or Barcelona, because you are not going to get there. You are looking for an outcome without putting in the prerequisite input in the first place. And that's what I'm saying, that this is the problem I'm seeing. You are in a bad way right now. If you do not know you are in a bad way, then you are delusional. You are in a bad way. You are playing West Ham, one of those fixtures you are going to get before we get to the congested part of the season, before we get to the part of this December, when you are going to lose Mbuemo and some other key characters in that side. Why is it in this game that you will decide to mess around with the back line, to mess around with your starting positions? At the end of the day, you still went and brought on Licha into the game. You still went and brought on Dogu into where waiting me name one be
that last minute tackle,
baptize am for ground.
Oh, that tackle.
What are you doing, man?
Escape the second you look at in that game.
Yeah,
I saw that one.
I think that was a tackle on Bruno Fernandes. No,
Dogu actually.
No, not Dogu. He didn't make a tackle on Dogu that covered once in a record. I think it's one of the other midfielders that he made.
I know that it's something. I saw that why he slided that ball. If he played play on,
play on. Yeah, but I feel like even when he did it with what's it called, with the Bruno Fernandes went on to laugh with him and tell him, see, you escaped this one, because it was clear he escaped it. But again, I'm not going to force the Man United side. Players are going to leave for AFCON. You need to test the players you have on the other side.
Now you go test them.
Now, and many of those players were out injured. Though the players that are going to still leave for AFCON still have the time to.
How many players are out injured? You just have Maguire, Sesko, and Delete. Is that one many players? Teams they will get like 9 players where they out.
In an understand, say this Man
United. Teams they will get 9 players, 10 players where they out.
Understand that this Man United team that you're looking at, forget the numbers you see on the bench.
It's not by numbers.
That's what I'm saying. Forget the numbers of players you see on the bench. The top quality players on this bench, Man United not to get. Let's be honest. Me, I cannot count Mano Ugarte. I've said it like 1,000 times as a top player on the bench.
That one in your pocket, because man, you signed him for good money.
Now, if you go and look at your attackers on the bench, you look at players who started this game. Cunha is back from injury. He started in this one. Good one for him. Look at players on the bench. You call Martinez, who's on the bench. Dogu, who was on the bench last night. Kobe Mainoo, who was on the bench last night. Mason Mount, Ugarte. Aside from these players, who are the top players on the bench?
Martinez.
I called Martinez.
Euro.
Okay, Euro. These are 6 players, and all of them are defenders. I called all those players you just mentioned. I said 6. I said 5, and you mentioned one extra person, which is Euro. These are 5 players, and Euro is I think 19 or so. These are 6 players, top players on the bench, and all of them you just mentioned now are mostly defensive players. Offensive no day, so top quality players on the bench no really day.
Baba, if you say offensive no dey, what about the 3 wey you start the game? You cannot start your 3 offensive players in a game when you need to call on the bench to bring on another offensive player. You have to cut that thing down. You have to change it. Like, for example, play with 2 attackers. They have one other person that can come up from the bench.
They do with Messi Mount when season start.
Okay.
What was the outcome?
Alpha,
They done with Messi Mount when season start. You see, even the same fan base now, because when the fan base they look now, even the same fan base crucify am say, why you go sign striker, play Messi Mount at first 9? It was on the. I will not be the first person to come here and say he didn't do it. He tested that in theory. It wasn't still working then. If it didn't work then, it didn't work now. It will not work in the future.
Baba, you know work with Ireland. You played Ireland throughout that last season.
Because
play
there was no other person.
This season. It's
Sesko
not about no other person.
Zeski
was available. Excuse me. Zeski was available last season. What's his name? Ireland was available. He played Ireland all through, bringing Zeski, coming in as subs, giving him a couple of games in the cup competitions to start. The bottom line is, excuse me, they're not deliver because they didn't deliver because you gave them the opportunity to play and they didn't deliver. It's clear for everybody to see. But benching Sesko and keeping him out of the games is not yet. Excuse me, right now. When he came in, this guy stayed out a good 6 games before he was integrated. I'm telling you, it's not about that.
First 3 games he was on the bench.
Cumulatively 6 games without being integrated or used at all. They were saying that you don't want to rush him in before you pick injury. This one, bro, you played Ireland throughout, even when he was
there for like 1 season.
It's not about for like 1 season. Play this guy. You sign a player, you bring him in, you play the player till he bends. Keeping him on the bench is not saving him. Now he has picked up a knock and he's out for a couple of months too. Whose fault?
See, at the end of the day, let's be honest. No matter how you say it, at the end of the day, WESTHAM, we did our own homework as well.
Baba, you know, do any homework.
We do our homework. We came up to the point in this one. I told you here on the show. Let me not tell you something. I told you here on the show that I will not lose to Manchester United. And I know shout out yesterday. I talk and play. I will not lose to Manchester United. And again, look at the records of Nuno Espirito Santos in the last 5 games against Manchester United. Naim sacked. Make I shock you. As a Nottingham manager, Naim sacked Ten Hag. When he was in Tottenham Hotspur, Naim sacked Ole. So you go check his record. When he was in Tottenham,
you were begging for a draw all through last night.
I was begging for a win. It don't concern you.
You were begging for a draw all through last night. You got that fluke goal. So let's not come in here and cap as if you
no concern you. No concern waiting I beg for. Sunchek was doing the job on the flank, which I was not even happy with him going to the flanks to play in the first place. But again, he was doing the job on the right side of the field. Why in a wonderful combination with Gerald Bowen. I was not. But this man now he sack this man. Now he still sack Ten Hag. So his record against Man United is spot on. Did a treble back to back wins against Ten Hag and even last season. So he won 3 straight games with Nottingham Forest against Manchester United. So coming into this game as a West Ham manager, I am sure within myself that he's not going to, though the team is a team in, both teams are teams in transition, but I was sure within myself that we're not losing to Man United.
Regression, not transition.
Okay. A team in transition, I will not lose to Manchester United, and we did not lose.
And you will get relegated.
No wahala, and we did not lose to Manchester United. That's all.
Okay, it's fantastic game, 1-1 Manchester United and West Ham. If you look at the statistics in that game, Manchester United had 14 shots in total. 4 of them were on target. Dalot scored the only goal for Manchester United. 64% possession and 495 passes. 85 of them were accurate. You see, they passed a lot in this game, but accuracy is still lacking. 85%. They should be doing 99-something%. Okay, for West Ham had 10 shots in total. 2 we are on target. They had 36% possession, 290 points, and Nuno got a point. For the coach of Manchester, Amorim, he got a point in that game. But let's see if where he's going to finish. I'm rooting for him, especially to finish very well at the top of the table. good luck to
If
him.
wishes were horses.
Yeah, good luck to him in all he did this season.
As
Okay.
As he went fifth, everywhere went blow first.
Yeah, and the thing about if you won this game, you have been probably
Fifth
finished
now, you have fifth
yeah.
on the table. As he went
on
fifth,
fifth.
as they win that, as they score, one cry.
Everywhere
first blow.
fifth on the table, just the same point with
Everywhere
Chelsea.
first blow. As they pray,
But
immediately.
they keep dropping points and dropping points, even though they are still ahead of Liverpool. Even though both of them are on the same point, they are still ahead of
They are on
Liverpool.
the same point. They are not the same team.
Yeah, they are ahead of them with just +1 goal difference in on that table. Okay, after 14 games, Arsenal is after 14 games, Arsenal is first with 33 points. Second is Manchester City with 28 points. Aston Villa, who plays Arsenal at lunchtime on Saturday, are third on the table with 27 points. Chelsea are fourth with 24 points. Fifth is Crystal Palace with 23 points. Sixth, Sunderland is doing very well. I'm surprised with Sunderland. They have 23 points, just 1 point behind top 4. They are sixth on the table. 7 is Brighton. The thing about Brighton, if Brighton won that game against Aston Villa, they have probably moved on. But they are doing what they are seventh. They are seventh on the table with 22 points. Manchester United, with all the things everybody has said about them, they are still have 22 points and they are 8th on the table.
Okay.
Liverpool, the defending champions, are 9th on the table with 22 points. Everton are 10th with 21 points. Spurs are 11th on the table with 19 points. Newcastle are 12th on the table with 19 points. Brentford 13th on the table with 19 points. 14th on the table is Bournemouth with 17.
Thank you.
With 19 points. With 19 points. If you check from 4th, which with Chelsea to Bournemouth that is 14, it's just 4 points or 5 points that is separating from 4th to 14th on the table.
5 points.
So it's going to be an interesting game. So if you once you drop points anytime from now on, somebody will just overtake you in that top 4. So Chelsea need to be aware. Okay, 15th on the table is Fulham with 17 points. 16th is Nottingham Forest with 15 points. Leeds United are 17th on the table with 14 points. West Ham are still fighting for their life. They have 18. They are 18th on the table with 12 points. Burnley.
Don't worry, Leeds United is going before.
Yeah, okay. Burnley are 19th on the table with 10
you.
points. Finally, Wolves are rock bottom with only 2 points.
And both just to say, win match, they don't draw safe.
They just have
They don't even draw.
They have 2 draws.
Yeah, last game they were supposed to at least play the draw. They're supposed to play against Crystal Palace.
After 14 games, just 2 draws. They have not won a single
this
game.
was same place. At least by now, even Southampton by now that will go.
I know that they are not going to survive this Premier League, but at least they should at least get some points, get some wins, maybe start winning games. Then we'll see what will happen with them before the end of the season. Okay, before we move away from the games from the Premier League, let's read some of the comments on our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. And thank God they say good morning, guys. My name is Thank God from Enugu. Manchester United is going for registration this season. Is it relegation? I don't think so. He says he's going for relegation this season. My team Chelsea lost their game yesterday. All Man U fans want to kill me with their banter, but yesterday they don't collect their own. Congratulations.
Man U never secure 3 points. They don't banter everybody.
Well, everybody, if you lose, nobody cares. They just banter you.
Play a draw onto the next one.
Yeah, they just
banter be onto you.
Okay, we just said it already that the World Cup the draws for the World Cup is going to happen today. It's going to happen today. So we're going to look at the teams that are going to play for the World Cup. Remember, we still have a playoff that will happen in March for European side are playing their own playoffs separately. Then the whole world is playing their own separately. So we're going to see who's going to qualify from those. That game will happen in March, but the draws will happen today. Hopefully our African brothers will get favorable draws, and let's see where they are going to be placed, which country they are going to play. We're going to see the defending champions Argentina, where they are going to be placed. We're going to see the good countries like Spain, France. Their eyes is up. Everybody's eyes, yes,
Portugal. And we are also watching out for the group of deaths.
Group of death too. Remember, Portugal,
Argentina for the same
name. No,
Portugal, Argentina.
So all of them, they are going to be in
Belgium,
group A.
Belgium, and Morocco in one group. Oh,
it's going to be an interesting draw when that happens.
It's going to shock now.
Yeah, when that happens, it's going to be an interesting. Remember, this is going to be 6th World Cup for Cristiano, or 5th World Cup. fifth or sixth. Yeah, the same with Messi. They are going to make their appearances in probably.
The difference is that one has the trophy.
Yeah, the difference is that one has a trophy. It's going to be obviously going to be their last World Cup for the both.
No. Which one be the difference is that one has a trophy?
One has
the two of them don't even have place. One has played more World Cups than the other.
Excuse me, it's not about who
both of them played the same World Cup.
They played the same World Cup.
No, both of them played the same amount of World Cup.
Thank you.
The difference that Messi
has won it.
Played more games in the World Cup because
won it.
Because Argentina had advanced more than Portugal.
Yes, and won it.
The same tournaments both of them have played. So, but let's see. But it's going to be Cristiano Ronaldo's last dance in the World Cup. I think that's the only trophy he's missing in his cabinet. Just that World Cup. It was Messi's turn last time. Messi fought and his team fought for him. And I'm hoping that the Portuguese team will fight for Cristiano Ronaldo. At least let him end with a World Cup. I think he deserves it based on what he have achieved in his career. But football is just not like that. If wishes like that, I want Nigeria to win. I want Nigeria to win the World Cup. If wishes like that. So, the problem now, they have an extended World Cup, so we have more teams to play.
Not be by wish, not be by deserve. If not by deserve, Zizou for winner. If not by
Zizou won it 98.
I'm talking about another trophy now.
Okay,
if not by deserve, other teams, other people they will go win them. So leave those two.
Like Belgium.
Golden generation England Alpha.
Yeah.
England, I don't want to say talk.
Golden generation England
England will produce golden generation every year. For England, golden generation will be end. For if we say NFF, they fall our hand. For Super Eagles, golden generation is supposed to end. Every year supposed to be golden generation. Every year you go see one star player. But NFF just they fall our hand. England, the same thing with England. The English FA will not fall our hand. Every year, golden generation. Because talk about Frank Lampard and the rest of them. I talk about the Bellingham and Phil Foden. What did Lampard and Gerrard do with Phil Foden and
Gerrard? They never reach, I beg.
Don't go there.
No, I'm not saying. Now, because of what you think, what is based on personal preference. I'm just saying.
It's not about personal preference. Numbers joke.
What those ones
numbers joke.
You know how many goals Lampard scored for
Chelsea? This one.
Do you know how many numbers? The Bellingham score with
how many
Birmingham where they resign in Jesse?
No, I think he saved them from whatever.
He saved them from the relegation, saved with his goals and everything. Brought them.
How many goals he get? He talk like say we know get the start. How many goals will he get?
In just 2 seasons, he break record of goals. He still saved them from bankruptcy.
Jude is still a young player, but the goals.
Person wey just dey come up, he dey tell me
now they talk say golden generation no go end for England. You call Lampard, I call Jude. You call Gerrard, I call Phil. Okay, no go debate that one now. Okay, you don't talk because I call John.
No, so
you call Gerrard, I put Phil.
Sometimes
you call Poscos, I tell you Declan Rice.
But I think
they're waiting.
Declan Rice.
How many Premier League West Coast gets?
You know, Costa.
No, truthfully,
it's not about the trophy. It's about all the player.
But performance no reach. I bet leave that thing. Don't even run that number. Well, scores and Rice no run that number, bro.
If na by title, scores pass all your Arsenal team. If na wetin you want count, if na by number or scores, 8 Premier League titles only, he pass all your Arsenal team.
Please don't
I'm just saying by playing performance. We're not talking about it by the end of the day. We're not talking about it by the trophies they won. We're talking about their gameplay, individual gameplay. Now it's
Baba, individual gameplay in person.
At the end of the day, it's not about who is playing well and who's not playing well. It's about how you coordinate this player to play as a team. As a team. Even when the big Brazilian players, I think after that 2022 World Cup, they reached the final of 1998, won the 2002 World Cup. They didn't win any World Cup till now, and all those generations faded out. But at least they won it once. That generation won it once. I think they won in 1994 too. Before that, so I think that England had produced fantastic players. At some point, it was Ferdinand, Campbell. I think that the James on the goalkeeper, Ashley Cole, Neville, Scholes, Lampard, Gerrard. Carrick.
You didn't forget JT, John Terry. JT.
Rooney, every Heskey, everywhere choke. Beckham Day.
Still nothing.
But let's see if their first coach from Germany, Tuchel, will lead them to this World Cup. So what I'm saying is that it's Cristiano Ronaldo's last chance to win the World Cup. But the problem now is that other teams like Spain, England are still.
No way.
and nowhere is there are
Yeah,
still
now
there
you go come
doing
out
well.
from
But
group
let's see.
stage.
Okay,
Now
the
you
World
go come
Cup
out
draw.
from group stage.
The World Cup draw is going to happen today. Let's see how it's going to pan out tomorrow. We'll give you the table, or we'll give you the groups in that World Cup 2026. It will happen in Mexico, USA, and Canada. 3 countries will host it next year. Okay, let's move on. You know, every Friday we talk about the NPFL. We talk about NPFL every Friday. So we talk about
NFF Wahala.
yeah, an NFF Wahala. I remember we told you that we're still working on that deal to put the NPFL on TV. We are still waiting for that. It don't reach 1 month, though. We never see anything. So, but we are hoping that they will conclude that deal. I don't know why it's taking them this long to conclude that deal. Number 2, they are working with a statistic company to start producing statistics of matches. For example, you can go on. For example, if England, for example, if Arsenal wants to play Chelsea, you can go 1 hour before the time on the internet or whatever site and click and you see stats like the players that are starting, stats or previous record, head to head, and also you can read up before the game. But in NPFL, if you click anything there, they'll just show you blank. Nothing will show you. So they are working.
On 90 minutes, they'll not show you the statistics.
They'll show you
statistics.
They'll show you goals.
Shut up target.
They will show you scorers.
Go and Google Rangers versus Enyimba. Click on it, you will not see anything. What you see is just the goal scorer and the league table under it. That's what you will see under it.
Simple.
Boy.
If you go and click the game that they played last time now, Rangers Enyimba versus, if you click on it on Google, what you just see there is just the league table under it and the goal scorer of that game.
Disappointing.
So it's rather what we are trying to work out. I'm hoping that they finish all these things so that at least we can follow through. We can know, but there's a lot of work though. But let them start first and see what happens. Okay, other news coming from the NPFL. Before we talk about the games that will happen in NPFL, the NFF have moved to curb the rising concern over officiating in the NPFL. A lot of problems in the NPFL. Referees have been suspended for games, controversies here and there, and all. So they have warned the officials again that anything that from now on, any controversy that they cause, like, you know, there's some controversy that you see, everybody will know that this one will Ojoro, that they are going to face double of the fines from now on. So they are trying to make sure that they are officiating this time. Probably they are preparing. So when we go on TV, everyone will go see this one and say, hey, what did this referee can do for this game?
The bottom line is that we need to see all those things, because that's how we adjust, that's how we improve. If there's no evidence, you cannot make for or against anything that is happening in the league. So whether we are prepared or we are unprepared, we need to start broadcasting those games, and we need to start having those analytics readily available. Otherwise, you can be looking. In fact, what we used to just play as in the NPFL are numbers. How many goals, how many assists, not even performance, because there's no yardstick to track individual performance on the pitch.
And what it helps with scouts can get your statistics anywhere from go and look at it. We are telling so is good. And they go and Google you and look at your numbers, look at your highlights,
come and watch you play.
Before. But now they just do it like somebody will tell you that they're a good player somewhere. They will just want to watch it and play once.
Once you not say good player, they'll go use our phone video.
And now because of the now social media have moved, people are now last 10 years, 15 years.
Nobody said social media.
They start how to travel from where they are
I think you're saying last 10 years. You're saying last 10 years. I think 2019, 2022, scouts came down to Enugu. It's not about, you don't have to send them the video. They'll have to come down to see for themselves, because sending them videos don't usually help.
So let's see. But the NFF is trying to make sure that the officiating of the NPFL improves. Remember, there is no Nigerian referee that will represent Nigeria in this upcoming AFCON.
That's why about 73.
It's the biggest knock.
There are about how many referees? There are about 28 referees, 31 assistant referees, 14 video assistant referees, but no Nigerian match officials made that list.
That's the biggest knock on the NPFL.
One big question is, how many of the Nigerian referees have you operate VAR?
Leave VAR first.
So for that 14, come out them.
You know, say for they get one.
Wait,
how many of them still run the full length of the pitch?
Wait, no, let me say that basic column, that VAR, that 14 VAR officials come out them for the no follow. First off, then you see that fourth official, person go fit communicate with. First thing you look at, before you can talk about fourth official, you have to know how many language the person understands. You have to speak at all 4 languages. fourth official because the guys they follow the two managers, they talk at the same time just to before you can communicate with the referee on the field. Ghana 2, you will come out there for fourth. Maybe say inside that 28 other referees, they get that fourth official be like 10. You will come out there from there. Then like we call them linesman, another 14 linesman. In Nigeria, you will see offside. You know if you call up, you dey fear to call offside.
It's good big.
See, it's crazy. You can say the officiating. I can forgive the fact that you don't have them in the VAR room, and you don't have them as sport officials. But see, as assistant referees on the pitch and an assistant, you're supposed to have at least at all 2 if your league is not that terrible.
You see, according to the president of the Nigerian Referee Association, the exclusion is performance based number 1. That means they are watching poor performance.
They don't know.
Again, the people that they even told them to send the failed physical, technical, and VAR competence tests during the screening process. Imagine. When I saw the physical, they failed the physical, at least pass that one now.
At all.
Pass one.
No, say if you don't get VAR.
Let's say that technical and VAR you fail, but pass physical now.
If we had an organized structure, wouldn't we have referees that were sent ahead of time to go and learn VAR? If we had an organized structure, wouldn't we have our own fitness tests for people that are officiating games?
John, before you
no, excuse me, I'm not done. How do you want to flag somebody offside when you cannot match the pace of the player running?
Now, Godwin, John, let's say if you want to send somebody to go and study VAR, you know that you have plans of implementing VAR in the nearest future. Let's say 10 years plan, or in the next 10 years, I will put VAR for my league.
So you're talking they look go see VAR.
I say NFF, this NFF for the look. In the next 20 years, VAR not their plan. I know how it must talk.
No.
In the next 20 years, VAR not their plan. So why send referees to go and learn that one?
The only reason,
it's just like telling somebody to
it's
just like telling an organization like, okay, I'm employing 17 of you, if only you can learn video editing. And you know in your office that at all, in the next 2 months, system go full everywhere. You get me? So it's just the same thing we're talking about NFF.
The bottom line is that we are operating with fire brigade system in Nigeria. A competition like AFCON is coming, and we know there's going to be allocation for referees. We know there's going to be quota coming to the leagues that provide these referees. What is going to be the cost to send these guys for training, to send these guys preparing ahead?
They don't invest.
Do you understand?
That's
what I'm saying. Now fire brigade now, so we shouldn't be angry when our fire brigade, the referees that cannot run the length of the pitch 2 times.
If you're talking about running the length of the field,
are there and they cannot even meet the basic requirements.
The technical ability you're looking at now is the ability to read the game beforehand. Tactically, as a ref, there's this guy that man with big eye. Wait a minute, I don't forget his name. Wait, that ref he said he had to go through each game within these players to see how they dive. So when you call for a foul, he will look at you critically to know if there was actually a foul in the game. And it was always spot on, eyes on the ball, always. That's one thing. To be a ref, I think I went to officiate the match between 2 schools, and I was eyes on the ball always. And they nearly beat me because get time where I come on eye for ball, they commit to a foul and no see. You get so the ability to handle those tactical areas of the play is one thing, and I think Nigerian referees don't have it. They just follow the ball. You make a tackle, they see the tackle, they just blow.
My own is that for you to face physical test, that one now I'm paying me even say if say you fail technical, yes, most times
you're not supposed to even fail the technical.
Yeah, you're not supposed to, but at least physical one, at least
you're not supposed to fail the first 2. Maybe VAR you
fail because you don't get VAR.
The first 2.
Come on.
If you pass that first 2, you are sure and certain that you'll be part of maybe linesman.
Well, okay.
Officiating.
28 referee is going to officiate the CAF AFCON this 2025-2026 tournament. Then 31 referees and 14 video assistant referees and no Nigerian match official made the cut. But let's see, hopefully in the nearest future that we're going to see. I can't even remember the last time.
I beg, I want to ask how many of the referees for it's more compulsory than national team they play now. How many of our referees they represent us for club competition, continental club competition?
How many can even represent?
Now the problem now, how many go fit represent us for? I must say, okay, CAF Champions League. How many Nigerian referees for CAF Champions League? Though Nigerian teams there, Rivers United, CAF Confederations League. How many of Nigerians referees there?
Well, let's see. The last time a Nigerian referee refereed a AFCON competition was 19 years ago. 2006. That was the last time. The last time that was the Nigerian referee was the main officiating referee, like a centre half referee, was 2006. That's 19 years ago. Since then, we have not produced an official referee that was center of any game in AFCON.
At least we know where our trouble starts.
But let's see. Hopefully, hopefully we are going to start doing well. As I used to say on this show, on Fridays we'll talk about our own problems. We'll talk about how we are going to. Today we are talking about the referees. The other time we talked about the TV rights and all. The referees need to improve. The officiating need to improve. I think 2 weeks ago we talked about the fights. The crowd troubles all the time. So every Friday we'll talk about the Npfl. I know some of you don't like hearing the Npfl, but you must hear it from me. We'll talk about the Npfl until we improve, because if you don't promote our own, nobody else will do that for us. So hopefully the referees and referee association will start doing better, and the official will be better. So look at this tournament. We are not even talking about the World Cup, because we're not going to even see that one, not going to even smell it. But if you let's start with AFCON first and let's see what happens. 2006 is very, very, very long time. Nigerian referee officiated a proper game. Okay, moving to Nigerian news. Our captain Ekong have decided to retire from international football. He is at 2 years old. He confirmed with an emotional video yesterday. He made his first debut in 2015 when late Stephen Keshi called him to the national team, and from there he has been phenomenal for Nigeria, captaining us to some tournament. I think he finished bronze at some point, and all the tournaments he's been playing well. He actually played well, but he decided to call it a quit in international football. So that means he's not going to play in this AFCON, even though he made the list. He made the preliminary list last week that the coach brought up. But my feeling is that probably they have told him. People they told him.
Since there's no Benjamin, why not play him?
That's why probably they told him probably you will not make the cut. It's better for him to just retire, because normally he said that it's going normally supposed to be his last tournament. I'm thinking that probably because he had an inside information he's not going to make the cut. He said, let me retire.
But why wouldn't he make the cut in the first place, knowing that Benjamin Fredericks is not even available?
I'm not saying that it's what I know. I'm just saying I just have a feeling that that's why he retired. But there's no reason that they talked with you before they brought out the list as the captain, and you made that list. Suddenly, after 1 week, they made that list. You retire from international football. It's just common sense for you to think, okay, maybe. But he had a phenomenal career with Nigeria, and he deserves his flowers too.
He deserves his flowers, but I think he deserves a proper send off, and he should have used this competition to do that send off.
Maybe the roasting that comes with not winning the competition might be heavy, and he doesn't want to go with that guilt. I understand that, but again, there's lack of defensive options. That's what
Frederick is out.
I will never blame him though.
Frederick is out. And all of that, all of a sudden, you just have to exempt yourself from the noise. And I think exempting himself from the noise is retiring from national team football, which is disappointing for us as the fans. But again, if it's the best option he has to go with, he has our support. But I just feel like it's going to be a hard time running from the fight before the fight, because this is supposed to be the last dance. AFCON. Last dance, win the trophy, retire, and just end the story, because we almost went all in last time around. We almost went all the way, if not for the last or comeback or Côte d'Ivoire. We went all the way, and this time around I feel like we're going all the way again. Though I feel like other teams has improved, but again, you just need your leadership your leadership as expertise. But since he's retiring, I think Captain Band falls to Wilfred now.
That's what it means. Okay,
please.
Ekong has been he played 83 times for Nigerian Super Eagles after making his debut in 2015. He has played so many tournaments. I think he won the best player in the last AFCON that we finished second. So he has been a phenomenal servant for Nigerian Super Eagles. He decided to leave and go and focus on other things. But he's been around since 2015. He has really done well with Nigeria, and I wish him all the luck and all. Whatever it is he wants to do in the future, I wish him all the luck. He has done well for Nigeria. He won the bronze medal at AFCON. He has won the silver medal, and everybody was okay. This might be the gold next time only opportunity for you to win the cup. But he had decided to leave the Super Eagles. So congratulations to him. Okay, quickly, let's dive into the NPFL. I'll give you the features of the NPFL. All the games will happen on Sunday. We'll give you the prediction and we'll start taking phone calls. Okay, on Sunday in the NPFL, Ekaneme Warriors will play Baru by 3 p.m.
Early kickoff.
Okay, we'll have early
Early
kickoff
kickoff,
at 3 p.m.
At
Okay,
3
early
o'clock.
kickoff from
3 o'clock, the early kickoff. Because
That's-
no people play by 12.
Okay, National United will play Shooting Stars. Enugu Rangers will play at home at the Cathedral with against Bayelsa United. Remo Stars will play Enyimba. That game go hot. Kano Pillars,
We lose.
yeah, okay. Kano Pillars will play Kun Khalifa. Abia Warriors will play Rivers United. Remember, Rivers United are chasing that league title. Wiki Tories will play Ikorodu City. Plateau United will play Warri Wolves. Kwara United will play Niger Tornadoes. And Katsina United will play Bendel Insurance. Okay, Enugu Rangers is going away now. They are off and on.
They are playing at home this time.
Yes, they are up and on. They win this one. They draw,
They
and
turn the corner.
lose. Yeah, they turn the corner. Every time they turn the corner after 4 games. But we are going to play a Bayelsa United. What's your prediction for that game?
A team in form is a team in form. Bayelsa United is not a team in form at the moment. But again, it's just
neither is Enugu Rangers, by the way.
Any Rangers at least will pick up a couple of wins here and there. But it's up to the last performance on the field today. I keep saying it's not about the results. We against Eyimba, we didn't pick up the results, but we picked up the performance, which was okay for me. I'll be honest with you. Performance is key. There are sometimes you perform the most and you lose the match. We saw that as Man United started the season with Arsenal where they performed the most and still lost by 1-0. We saw that with some other incredible teams like that. Against Eyimba, we saw a performance where you can also get a point, you can get a win, but again there was no luck on their side, which was something you say. I don't know if it's spiritual or so. But in this game, you're playing against Bayelsa United that is not even close to form. They are not even close
they are
to
just 2
any
points
form.
behind Rangers International.
That's what I'm saying. They are not close to form. They are picking up a couple of wins here and there as well, but they are not close to any form at all. I just feel like you come down to Cathedral, you have our full support. There are some matches you perform and you lose. If you drop performance in the next game, you will definitely lose. Just up the performance in this game and get the goals. Be clinical in front of goal. That's all we beg.
Prediction for that game.
Be clinical in front of goal. Anyhow I want to be. If you want to beat them, blow them out of the water. Blow out. Just be clinical in front of goal. I expect like 3-0 in this one.
3-0. Okay.
3-0,
Okay,
yes.
John.
Vengeance from losing against Eyimba.
Okay,
Draw,
but let's see what happens in that game. It's going to be Rangers International versus Bayelsa United. Okay, Remo Stars and Enyimba. Who wins in that game?
Eyimba.
Enyimba. Both of them are out of form. Like, I don't even understand what thing they happened to Remo Stars after winning that title. They fell off heavily. Okay, well, let's see what happens in that game. Okay, National United will play Shooting Stars. Who wins?
National.
Draw.
National.
Okay, National is second on the table with just goal difference. They have 27 points. Let's hope they are going to win their games. Okay, Kano Pillars will play Kun Khalifa. Everybody will support Kun Khalifa now. The Kano Pillars are rock bottom of the NPFL, so they need to.
I will support Kun Khalifa too. I don't know about
you. I know.
Kun Khalifa.
Okay, but Abia Warriors will play Rivers United. That's going to be an interesting game because Abia Warriors are 6th on the table with 23 points. Rivers are just 3 points ahead of them with 26 points. Who wins in that game?
Rivers, please.
Abia Warriors are winless in their last.
I want the Rivers win this title. I don't know why.
Abia Warriors are winless in their last 4 games, which is a problem because they are going against a Rivers United side that is not even. They are there or thereabouts in the game, and in the next, I think next week they'll be going to play continental football to give them at least another. One of those games they will have to play less in the NPFL.
Okay, who wins?
I feel like Abia Warriors will have this one in the bag.
Okay, Wiki Tourist and Ikorodu City. Ikorodu City is going away.
For the win.
But Ikorodu City, remember, Ikorodu City are top of the table though. Who wins now, so?
Ikorodu City.
Okay, let's see who wins that game. Okay, Plateau will play Warri Wolves. Who wins in that game?
Warri, please.
I don't know.
Okay, Kwara United will play Niger Tornadoes.
Kwara.
Okay, Katsina United will play Bendel Insurance. Okay.
They have it assured.
Finally, they are El Kanemi Warriors will play Baru. Who wins in that game?
El Kanemi.
Baru, please.
Okay, let's start taking phone calls and get all your contribution. The number to call is 0706-048-5853. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you. Name and location, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, your contribution.
I don't know if you guys are looking for who to play. I'm not looking for anybody to play.
On to the next time, bro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. 0706048585 Call us and tell us your contribution about all these we've been talking about here in the studio. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you. Name and location, please. Okay, what is your contribution?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Have you? That one they pay you well. Small team like West Ham.
Small boys wey dey wear pampers.
I understand your pains. Eh, Mbwemo, I will leave.
You play Kobe Meno.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. The guy don't bet.
Wahala.
Yeah, Manchester United is playing Wolves on
Wahala.
Monday. So Wolves have not won the game. So
Wahala.
I understand double J. It might shock you now. Wolves who are playing at home, they will just beat Manchester
I'm
United.
telling you,
It's
like,
possible.
it's
Okay.
crazy, man.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, name and
Okay,
location, please.
now.
Good morning, guys. This is Alex calling.
Alex.
Good morning,
Okay,
Alex.
Alex. Now 1 year, 1 block, now you dey do.
In as much as I would want to agree that I'm really disappointed, just like the other caller, the other caller,
Mm.
we also have to give kudos to West Ham, but they wanted the struggle for education, they fight.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So they won't want to go down. I don't even say, I like your West Ham. Even though I know that you in spirit, you are supporting more than you. But I mean, I don't say you be money fan. Somehow, you are somehow connected to money. I also like West Ham, so I don't want them to
Go down.
Mm. I want them to remain in the Premier League. West Ham work kudos to West Ham, but they want them to start. And I don't know for all these teams that are battling relegation. I'm not talking about team like Wolves. I'm not talking about team who they go to. I'm talking about team who they battle relegation.
Mm-hmm.
That have hope of surviving.
Mm.
And they fight back. So it's really difficult. Man U is in a building process. If you are team that Man U, we are the world champions. I know we'll come because we don't put against Leeds now. I know we'll come because we don't put against West Ham, but I know we want that playoff for now.
Mm.
So that one is my team. Please, he's going to tell us also before these players go for a goal. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
Mbwemo.
And these are key players. They are just like sport players. These are key players to the British United. So, to be frank, they don't cripple us finish it. They go for effort. They don't cripple us.
All right.
If I thought we should first play a win, if there's a game that we should play a win,
It's Wolves.
should play against a win or probably a draw. That is players that are going for effort. Please, we should give kudos to them because that's why they are the fans now. If I thought we should be able to survive
All right, Alex. The- all right. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much,
Okay,
Alex.
let's see. Yeah,
Man is building one
yeah.
year, one block.
Alex, I know everybody is trying to make sure that Manchester United comes back to their former glory, but it go long go. But it's a journey, one step at a time. Let them keep building, and let's see. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you. Name and location, please. Oh, okay. Okay. What is your contribution?
Better than you, bro. Mm.
Uh-huh. Agree.
Mm. It's true. Oh my goodness. Mm. Mm.
Okay.
Nah.
All right.
Okun Kasiobi, Okun Kasiobi.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, three players is going to leave Manchester United, but the highest team in the Premier League that will lose players for AFCON is Sunderland. They are going to lose seven players. Seven of their players, and four of them are starters. So Sunderland have to manage for almost 1 month plus.
7 of their players are
Okay.
going for AFCON.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you. Name and location, please. Okay.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. What's your contribution? Okay. Sorry.
Guinea. Hi.
Okay.
But I told you I'm not losing against you.
Yes, now. Bad belly.
Abby.
He brought him Mount for Zeski now.
Hey, calm down. All right, thank you very much. I know.
But coaches,
thank you very much.
coaches are meant to make substitutions.
Thank you very much. Okay, everybody's angry, but let's see. Manchester United drew that game against West Ham 1-1. Good points from Nonso and his team. But let's see. Tomorrow we'll come back for the Premier League. By this time tomorrow, I'll give you the groups of the World Cup too. I'll talk about the Premier League. Join us tomorrow by 8 a.m. sharp. We are also live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. Thank you for joining us on today's show. And again, thank you for being part of this family. I'm going to be thanking people throughout this December. Thank you and Merry Christmas. This is a Christmas season. We are going to enjoy it.
In advance.
Enjoy. Let's see. Thank you. Please join us tomorrow by 8 a.m. sharp. My name is Godwin. Have a wonderful day.
They don't decide to discover new player yesterday.